Welcome back to Let's Play SaGa 2 Hihou Densetsu. This is Big Los, and we are heading into this north cave to go look for Dad and learn more about relics. But unfortunately, we were ambushed by two monsters. So if you get into combat with a monster and there's one nearby, you will engage in combat with both of those monsters. And then you will be surrounded, and the music will change. And then you'll have to fight a whole bunch of groups of monsters. Now, in battle, I don't really like to utilize Mr. S too much. I have him do nothing. That way, it gives my characters a better chance to increase their abilities. Since there are no levels in this game, and there's no experience points, so the only way for them to gain abilities is to use abilities. So that means they have to get their turns in. If Mr. S is doing all the fighting, that means the battles will be over very quickly, and my characters won't be using their abilities. And we're just going to skip battles of monsters that we've seen before, because they do kind of take some time, and I just want to get from point A to point B. And that was a jaguar, so we didn't need to see that one. Alright, let's try to dodge all these enemies. That's one thing I like about this new version, is it's not like Dragon Warrior where you can take a step and there could be an enemy there. You know, you actually see the enemy and you have a chance to avoid it if you don't want to engage in combat. Okay, so we got a bronze shield. And a potion. Now the bronze shield, if you equip it on your characters that are non-mecha, and the mecha is the robot, then their defense doesn't increase, but they can use the shield in battle to have a chance for evasion, 50% chance precisely. And you can see here, if you equip the bronze shield, the defense does not go up. Now, if you equip it on your mecha, the defense does go up, and it'll go up by 2, and it will increase your mecha's hit points. So it's probably better to equip that on your mecha if you have one. Okay, so let's just continue to make our way through this cave. We got punch, so we're gonna equip it on the mecha because that will increase the mecha's agility, and you want to increase the mecha's agility because for some reason the mecha can do a lot of damage if agility is maxed out. Okay, we took a lot of damage on that last battle, so we're gonna have Mr. S cure Chrono. Alright, there was nothing around there, no treasure chests. Now if you notice, the maps here are exactly the same as they were in Final Fantasy Legend 2. Now it's been a while since I played that game, but I did notice that the layouts of these dungeons are exactly the same. It's something I just remembered. It's something that hasn't gone out of my mind. Okay, here's a new enemy, it's Newt. Now, I think they're weak against ice, but we don't have ice, so we're gonna try fire. And flame. And this punch that Robo has, it gets stronger the more times you use it. When you first start using it, it's very weak, and it'll do like 0 damage, but the more often that you use punch, the more powerful it becomes. There's a formula for how much damage it does, and it's based on how many uses are left. So, the less uses that are left, the more powerful it is. And that's with all the martial arts that you can collect in this game. Also, when you equip Punch, or any other martial art on a mecha, it doesn't cut the uses in half like it does with, let's say, a regular weapon like a sword or a gun. Although you can't replenish its uses when you stay at an inn. Alright, so we got a bow and a battle hammer. So let's equip this bow on Robo because it's an agility weapon, so if we equip the bow, it'll increase Robo's agility. And increasing Robo's agility will make him go faster in combat, meaning he'll take his turn first. And when he does damage with agility weapons, the higher the agility, the higher the multiplier is. Okay, and here's our first boss. Hand over the relic. I'm gonna become a god. Ram for Heinkus? I'm not really sure how you pronounce that, but we're gonna try to use all our best weapons. So that means Derringer. I guess we'll use fire from Mr. S. Alright, 2 hits is gone. Now, I'm not going to eat the meat for right now because it really won't help the monster evolution right now. In fact, you really won't get a better monster than the one that you have now until you eat meat from the second world. Oh no, Mr. S, you're leaving? Look for your student in town, but I thought we were your students. Okay, so we gotta check out the exclamation points when we see them on the minimap. Well, at least we'll try. Bye, Sensei. And there's an exclamation point right now, but if you try to go back into the cave, you'll get a cutscene with Mr. S standing here, and he's basically saying, no, you can't come back. No, shoot, get out of here. Alright, so let's go check out this exclamation point. Stop, please! Please stop! Hey! What's happening? Why, you... Buzz off! I should say the same thing to you. Alright, so we got a couple of flymen here. So we'll just take them out in the usual way. Let's try to put them to sleep. And we're going to use up this punch to try to get its uses down to make it more powerful. Right now it's going to do 0 damage, but the more often we use it, the more powerful it's going to become. And sleep actually did work there, so I'm actually kind of glad about that. Yep, and we'll just continue to do this. Finally, punch does a point of damage. And Glenn's claws are frickin' useless. Ew. Oh, I don't want to eat any fly meat. Now, I don't remember you from the original version. Calliope? 500 MP. But we don't use magic points in this game, it's uses. Okay, so this is an extra thing that they put into this game. This Muse world. So this is your first Muse that you meet, Calliope. And we have our official invitation to go visit them. Or her, because it's just going to be her in the Muse world for right now until you meet some more. So this is our first town here. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Is that Dad? And we got a whole bunch of exclamation marks here. Let's go to this pink Mr. S looking character. And this is Teacher's Student. You'll find her in every town in the game. And she'll give you information about whatever you want, basically. So you can ask her about the various races, how threads of fate work, monster evolution, eating meat. Okay, so I think that's our next destination, the Temple of Isis. Hey, it's Dad. Well, I guess game's over then. Oh, I guess not. What's up with the red nose? You been drinking? No, I don't, but thanks for the tip, buddy. Okay, and this is the tavern. Okay, that's interesting. Yes. Oh, you're such a buzzkill, buddy. Who's Ashura? Isn't that like a Persian god? Who are you? What do you mean it's an honor to meet me? What's a shamisen? Okay, why not? Oh, so a shamisen makes those Asian-sounding musical notes, huh? Okay. I gotta remember that. I guess we'll be seeing her later. Yes, she's an extra, so you're probably right in guessing that she's a muse. Okay, so this is the inn. Now, the inn charges based on how much damage you have. So if you have no damage, the inn is free, and you can recover all your charges. And this guy is another extra put in. He's called the Free Warehouse Man. So if you have a bunch of items that you're not using right now, you could store them in this guy, and he'll be in every inn wherever you want to go. And then you can just pull your items out if you want to sell them or put them into your inventory, because inventory management in this game is key. In fact, it's borderline, I want to say, manic, because you have such few slots in your inventory. You're like constantly doing it through the entire game. Plus, you keep getting like better and better awesome items. You don't know what to keep and what to sell, and if you sell something, it's gone. You can't buy it back. Okay, and here's another extra guy who was put in. This guy is like the Free Warehouse Man, except you have to sell him the items, and then if you want them back, you're gonna have to buy them at a higher price. So and yes, your Free Warehouse Man can fill up, and I've done it very early in the game. So this is a second option if you want to keep some items. Okay, what type of items do you have in here? Ooh, those mithril gloves look good, but they're very expensive. I have to grind to get that much money. I don't really feel like grinding in this game. Usually you can get all the items that you see in stores in dungeons anyway. So we're just gonna buy all the armors that we can for our characters. But don't buy any weapons or armor for your monster, because your monster cannot equip anything. The monster only gets better by eating meat and evolving into a stronger monster. And your Esper or mutant from Final Fantasy Legend 2 Original, you gotta leave 4 slots open for abilities. And right now Shala has 2 fires, and you can't easily get rid of them. The last slot that you have will constantly change into a new ability, so I put one of the fires down as on the lowest on the list. If you have the 3 that are higher on the list, then they won't change. It's always going to be the one that's the lowest that's going to be replaced. Alright, so the Psycho Dagger is cool. That's good for an Esper or mutant, even though it's expensive, because it uses the spirit or mana from the original Final Fantasy Legend 2 as the multiplier. Alright, so we're going to continue this in another episode. Thanks for watching. This is Big Los signing off. Have a good day.